Hi, and welcome back. On today's adventure, join us as we head 163 meters into Black Canyon, where we'll take a look back in history and learn a little bit more about the world's largest hydroelectric facility back in the 1940s. Come along with us on this adventure as we explore the Hoover Dam. Starting off the adventure, since it was on the way, we decided to grab breakfast at one of our favorite locations, the Cracked Egg. Tyler's favorite menu item is the Country Bunny, and mine is the Cleo Kickin' Potatoes. Add an egg on top for just something a little extra. They are also known for their different coffee cakes. This was right after St. Patrick's Day, and so it was green. From there, we continued on to the Hoover Dam, which is just about an hour outside of Las Vegas. If you refer back to some of our previous videos on the area, you can see how to get here. The Hoover Dam itself is free to enter. However, there is a $10 parking fee for the parking structure, and if you want to take any of the specific tours at the Hoover Dam, there is different associated costs for that. You will also probably want to call ahead, as currently there's a lot of different maintenance going on at the facility, and therefore not all of the tours are running. So if you're wanting a specific tour, we suggest calling ahead to see what is on schedule for that day. After parking, we made our way down to the visitor center to get tickets for the tour. But on the way, you will find a little area that you should stop and take a look at. It's a memorial area to recognize the dog that was present while the dam was being built. Upon entering the visitor center, you will have to go through security. And this is where you will also purchase your tickets for the various tours. While we were there, they only had the power plant tour running, so that was what we were able to go on, along with hundreds of other guests touring the facility.
The first part in the power plant tour, you'll go into a movie theater and watch a short film on the Hoover Dam and what it took to build it. Once the movie is over, you'll leave the movie theater and wait in line to take the elevator all the way down to the bottom of the Hoover Dam.
The cylindrical part of the gallery, cypress, wouldn't stick to it, and marble for the terrazzo.
Nevada.
Largest workforce on site, 5,522 unemployment offices, and the railroad from Bracken, which is north of Allegiant Stadium, down to the dam site. Marble.
Tennessee.
Butterfly valves. They worked with Alabama on the butterfly valves and differential control.
The tour guides were very knowledgeable, and as we waited in line, we went through each of the states that we were from, and he would provide what contributions they made to the Hoover Dam.
As we entered the elevator, we'll head down 535 feet to the power station 4. As you can see, the elevator is very cramped. This is something to think about if you're claustrophobic before you go on this tour.
Upon exiting the elevator, we could see how many people are on these tours. And even though there were a lot of people there, our tour guides were very efficient in leading the tour groups and making sure we stayed on task and on time throughout walking the power plant tour. The first stop on the tour was an observation room where we were able to see one of the 4 diversion tunnels that are 56 feet in diameter, lined with 3 feet of concrete to move the water out of the construction site of the Hoover Dam.
Inside one of the diversion tunnels in the Nevada Canyon walls. To build the Hoover Dam, job 1, move the water around the construction site. To do so, they had to blast out 4 of these tunnels out of the canyon walls. 2 on the Nevada side, 2 on the Arizona side. Now they blasted them out to 56 feet in diameter, lined them with 3 feet of concrete. Each one of them about 3,500 to 4,300 feet in length, about 3/4 of a mile or about 1.2 kilometers.
As you can see, the tour guides are very knowledgeable for the Hoover Dam and explain it in a great way to everyone listening.
They had a lot of jokes as well throughout the presentation that kept it a little bit more entertaining.
From here, we are back on the elevator to go up a floor to the power plant overlook deck.
On the way, you can see the water seeping through the walls naturally, which was just an interesting experience.
We are now above the power plant turbines on the observation deck that overlooks the facility. There are 17 commercial generators. Here you see a few of them. These generators produce enough power to supply power to 1.3 million homes. The water wheel generator you see on the ground provides power to the entire Hoover Dam and the Hoover Dam facility.
It's completely self-sustaining.
It was also the first generator turned on at the Hoover Dam by the President in the White House.
He made a phone call to turn it on because obviously Wi-Fi did not exist at that time. The base of the Hoover Dam stands 660 feet thick, while the top span is 45 feet thick. There are 2 bridge cranes at the facility here. Just one of these bridge cranes can lift the Statue of Liberty, and they need both of those bridge cranes operating together to lift one of the generators.
Once finished in the power room, we head to the top of the Hoover Dam to take in the sights and walk across from Nevada to Arizona and Arizona back to Nevada.
Unfortunately, the new exhibit area and museum are currently under renovation, so we walked over to the original exhibit area to take in one of the shows.
As you wait in this room for the next showing, there's a few good articles to read about how they built the Hoover Dam. As you enter the next room, you'll have a seat before the presentation starts. There is an old model of the Colorado Basin. Each time a light lights up, they talk about a different region of the basin and what that means to the Colorado River and the rest of the Southwest.
And how the Hoover Dam affects those areas as well. From here, we went back outside to walk across the Hoover Dam. As you can see, unfortunately, Lake Mead is very low, and you can see what's called the bathtub ring. There are always such stunning views to see here at the Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam also offers you the opportunity to check off a bucket list item by standing in 2 states at once.
There are still many areas of the Hoover Dam under renovation. They look to improve it every day for all people to come and see.
The symbolism directly in front of the monument is the American bald eagle.
As long as the generators run, all audio and lights will work at the Hoover Dam.
So, honey, what are we here to get?
Sunglasses,
Because why?
because I didn't want to turn back and get them.
The Hoover Dam has a very well-stocked gift shop. While Tyler looked for his sunglasses, which we were thankfully able to find a pair that he liked, I roamed around to check out different souvenirs that they might have and saw that they have a penny machine, which is a souvenir that I like to collect everywhere that we go.
A few moments later.
The souvenir was secured.
The Hoover Dam does offer a cafe next to the gift shop. From what I heard, it always has been pretty good food.
So thank you for coming on our tour today of the Hoover Dam. If you liked what you watched, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.
Thank you.